let's get in. Welcome to another personal development video for gamers. Today's topic is all about alleviating pain and fixing your posture so that you can be happy and healthy whilst playing video games. Let's get into the video. If you do get pain that doesn't disappear and you don't feel comfortable with it, please consider reaching out to a specialist such as your local physiotherapist, osteopath, or myotherapist to learn to fix the ergonomics of your lifestyle and prevent pain down the line. If you feel like you want to take it one step further, please consult your local GP or trusted doctor. Enjoy the video. Now what you've just seen there is just a couple of examples of how people sit when they play video games. You got your legs up, you slouch forward, or you're in a completely random position that just doesn't make sense, but you're there anyway. These will cause problems because you're doing them for such a long period of time that's unnatural for the body. But the body will adjust to it. So if you're sitting with your legs up, that is going to cause tightness in the hips, shortening of the hip flexor muscles and other muscles around that region, which is going to cause lower back pain over time. Conversely, if you were sitting hunched over, eventually your body's going to think that that's the normal. Your chest, your shoulders are going to get very tight and your back muscles are going to get very weak. And so you get that rounded spine and forward head that most people have. So they're just a couple of examples of how posture can actually cause pain and postural problems. But now let's get into how you can fix these issues. Hey Google, stop, thank you. Now what you just saw there in that previous little section was me reacting to some visible and audio cues. So visible and audio cues to help me reset my body's position. You saw me keep my chest up, pull my shoulders back, sit forward, bring my legs back to normal, stand up even, and reset how my body was positioned so that I could alleviate building chronic pain and chronic stiffness from my body as time went on. So things you can do with that. Smartphone is a really great tool to use. You can set reminders and alarms. I personally use a Google Home. Visible cues, you'll have reminders in your calendar that pop up on your computer, on any device that you have. There should be a function for that, or even just a little post-it note on your desk. What are you still doing here? We're going into the living room now. Remember, I said I was going to show you a few exercises and stretches that would help benefit your posture and help alleviate some pain within your body. Come on, let's go. The chest stretch, it's needed to help prevent those tight chest muscles and tight deltoid, aka shoulder muscles, that actually contribute to rounded shoulders. So arms behind your back, push back slightly until you feel a stretch in the chest. Next up, the assisted chest stretch. Another great exercise, again, the same effect to help prevent those rounded shoulders. Now, the key difference with this exercise is that you're putting your arm against the wall and turning outwards. But what the importance of it is that you can adapt this to each arm's tension. So you might be tighter in one side versus the other, aka left is tighter than the right due to some of the ergonomics in your lifestyle, which allows you to just tackle that issue. Okay, the hip flexor stretch. Really needed to help prevent the tight hips that contribute to sore lower backs, and now a lot of gamers are going to have these. So I recommend at least 45 seconds once a day, maybe twice a day, depending on where you're at. Obviously consult your physio or osteo, but pushing the hips forward and squeezing the glute. Make sure you're keeping your core tight so you don't arch in that lower back. Just really driving that hip through, and make sure you swap legs 45 seconds each. You don't have to stretch much, just enough to feel the tension in the front of the hip. Alternating Superman's another fantastic core exercise. This is going to help you build strength so that you can go through your day-to-day motions without straining your lower back. Now, arm and leg, opposite sides. So left arm and right leg.
as opposed to right leg and left arm, alternating nice and slow. So what you want to do is fully extend, kick right out, and keep your core firm. I recommend 12 to 15 reps each, 1 to 2 sets. Russian twists, another great core strengthening exercise to build multi-dimensional core strength through twisting. Same recommendations as the Supermans. Let's get into the exercise here. So chest up, shoulders back, and you're just legs on the ground at this point, but you can lift them up if you want to make it harder. And then you're going to go through a slow twisting motion. So hands together and just rotate as far as you can with control, nice and slow, bracing up the stomach and keeping the back straight. If it's too hard, legs on the ground. But if your back hurts, then move on from this exercise and consult your physio. Another fantastic exercise is the single leg bridge, which is fantastic for building up hamstrings and glutes, and it prevents weakness from setting in and causing back pain. Plant one foot and lift the other in the air. Arms out wide for stability, and then slowly bridge up on that leg. You're going to feel this in the back of your leg and in the back of your butt. Alternatively, you want to make it harder, you can lift that leg up slightly harder and get a better result. You want to do this on both legs 2 to 3 times. Single arm row. Fantastic for building up your lats and the middle of your back, which helps strengthen your back and prevent rounded shoulders. Now just take a look at the sets and reps for beginners and advanced users. Grab a hold of that dumbbell and keep it just behind the shoulder. Don't let it creep in front of the shoulder. And just draw it back into the hip and squeeze your upper back, squeezing nice and tight, all with control. It doesn't have to be fast. And if you don't feel comfortable, please consult a personal trainer, physiotherapist, or other allied health professional. The TRX, aka suspension row, a small investment, $20 to $40, but it helps develop your upper back and prevent rounded shoulders, that hunchback posture, and upper back pain. This is one of the most effective exercises you could do to develop your upper back and prevent rounded shoulders alongside other stretches that help your posture. So just hands together, nice and neutral, drawing your elbows in, and squeezing the middle of your back. And again, if you're not sure, please consult a personal trainer, physio, or even an osteo to help you go through this movement. Recap: use audio and visual cues to help you reset your body's posture. You want to prevent the chronic pain from setting in with good posture habits, and seek professional help if you're in pain or need more guidance. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one. It's Jake Pearson, signing off.